towards the basket. Misses one.
Well, hello once again, and welcome to the season finale of the award-winning Inside IUE Sports Show. I'm your host, Caleb Gillock, and as always, another great show all the way for you today. First up, joined by Seth Reynolds from the track and field team. Seth recently qualified for nationals in the 110-meter hurdles and the 400-meter hurdles. Seth, thanks for joining me.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, let's just start off by talking a little bit about the conference meet. How'd that go for you?
Conference meet went great for us. We had a lot of people, we had a lot of PRs. A lot of personal bests dropped by several seconds, a lot of medals. I know if I go through, there's tons of names. Mitch Burleson, he PR'd in the 400, the 200. Justin Lowe, he PR'd in the 400, broke 50 seconds, great for him. Dustin Reynolds PR'd in the 800. Nate, he had a PR and a school record in the discus. In the girls' side, we had 5K. By Ashley, the 800 by Sarah. High jump, we got third and fourth for the girls. Ben in the 5K. So, I mean, all the way around, everyone was PR and having a great day. So it made it a lot of fun to be there and be with the team, especially when we're all dropping our times and placing good medals.
Well, for sure. Doing well is always fun, right?
Yes, it's always, yeah.
Well, how did it go for you personally?
For me, it was great. So I won in the 110 hurdles. Not my best time, but I hit a couple hurdles, but it was okay. And then the 400 hurdles, it was a great race. I was coming in, seated third. I think I was behind first place by like two or three seconds. And I know the guy in first, he had already qualified for nationals with the A standard. He's a great runner from Rio Grande. And that race was a great race. I ended up beating him by 0.01 seconds. And so I hit the A standard, he hit the A standard. And then another guy that was seated at 2 seconds behind him also hit the A standard. So it was an amazing race to watch, and it was great to be a part of that.
All right, well, let's talk about the 400-meter hurdles race at the conference meet. You personally knocked 3 seconds off of your PR. That was also a race where there's 3 different people that met the national standard for that A standard that you talked about.
Yeah, I always knew that I had the ability to run either A or B standards. I was more thinking the B standard, but I knew if I just was well rested and my mind was in there, was right, I knew that I could run if I just stayed, if I had the energy that I'd be able to make it through there. And as the race started, I got out a little slow, but as we started coming down to the back 150, I knew I wasn't too far away from him. And Coach always says arms up, knees up at the end of the race. I started lifting arms and knees, and I started slowly running them down. And at the end, I leaned just a little bit further than the kid from Rio. I was able to beat him out. And another kid, I'm not sure what school he was from, but he was right there along with us, pushing us all the way through. So it was amazing for all 3 of us to hit the A standard.
Nice. For those at home that don't know, though, what is the difference between the A and B standard?
So the A standard, it's automatic qualify into the nationals, and B standard is you're not automatically qualified. You get to bring so many people, I think, as a team, and as so many people can qualify for the B standard, like in the nation. So you can't have like 30 people all be B standards. You can only take a certain amount. So you take all the A's and then the B's to fill up the rest of the cap room that you have there.
Okay.
So A's faster, B's harder to get to a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, just go ahead and recap the outdoor season as a whole for us.
The outdoor season as a whole, we did really good. Everyone dropped amazing times. Coach Schmader did a great job with us, I think. Preseason, a lot of us were thinking, man, this kind of sucks. This year's going to be a little harder this year. But it all pays off in the end.
Sure.
We all PRs. I mean, some of us dropped 4 or 5 seconds. I mean, it was great, especially just from indoor. I know some of our 800 runners, Dustin, he dropped several seconds just in indoor. So right away we started dropping times and improving quickly, and we knew this year was going to be different.
And how would you say you improved from the beginning of the season to now?
I'd say that I got a lot more condition, so being able to do the 400 hurdles. The warm-ups were more intense. I think I got my form down better, more muscle memory. So, I mean, all around improved as well.
I know we've talked about during the indoor season throughout the winter the ways that it helps prepare you for the outdoor season, but now that we're in the outdoor season, how did it help you prepare?
Definitely, I think helped me with the speed, as I've said before, and the 110s, and then by doing 400s and the 4x4, I think it just helped me increase my endurance. And then switching over just from indoor to outdoor, just already having all that information under me, being able to get used to the warm-ups, you saw the drills that we do. We were able to transition that to do more speed stuff and help drop times.
All right. Well, there's a month between conference and nationals. So what are you doing to prepare?
So we had the meet last week, well this weekend, and we changed our warm-ups. We took out the last drills that I used to do for hurdles, and we replaced it with new drills. A lot more endurance for the 400 hurdles now, so I qualified for those. And so now we're just hard practices and then a couple rests, and then we'll be good to go.
All right. This is your second outdoor nationals appearance, though. So how does that former experience help you prepare for this time?
I think it's going to take a lot of the nerves off for me. I already know what the tracks feels like, how the environment is, where the warm-up's going to be like. I know I'm not going to have a ton of hurdles to warm up with. I know the weather's going to be hot, and I know there's going to be a little bit of wind, but I think already being able to be there and have that experience under me is already going to help.
Sure. All right. Well, for those that are new to track and field, tell us about the difference between the indoor hurdles race, like the 60 meters, compared to the outdoor hurdle races, like the 110 and the 400.
Yeah, so for the indoor, there's no distance race. It's just the 60 meters, and I like that better because at the end of my outdoor races, I quit standing up, and I slowed down. Coach has really been getting on me about that. So the indoor, it's all about the speed through the first 3 hurdles, because then after that, you just got the final 2 and you're out. But in the outdoor season, I've really had to work on staying tall and be able to maintain my speed throughout the last hurdles, because that's where I stopped pulling away from people and people start either catching up or I start falling back behind the faster people. So there's that. And then the 400 hurdles, that's just its own beast. That's one of the hardest races, I'd say, in track.
Sure.
That's you got to have a lot of mental power to be able to just keep pushing through the pain, because at the end of that, it's really hard to keep hurdling over those last 3 hurdles. It's tough.
And you talk about the mental power. What are some of the things going through your mind during a race?
I'd say, when I start off, I try not to think about the start. I just you push out as hard as you can, and then you just start focusing on just maintaining a nice stride, getting to the next hurdle on the right amount of strides and the perfect steps. And then about the last 150, you have a little voice in your head that's it's telling you, it's like, you're tired. You can quit if you want. You can slow down. But you got to push past it, and you got to say, I'm next to this guy. I can catch him. And you just kind of put your arms up, knees up. That's what I think at the end of the race. Arms up, knees up. Got to catch this guy.
All right. Well, what are some of your goals for the outdoor meet? Obviously to win, I'm sure. But besides that,
I think it'd be great to be able to make finals in both events. I know that the 110s might be a little harder. I think I'm sitting a little better in the 400 hurdles. But anything can happen, because I know last year I was ranked 20th going into the indoor nationals, and I was able to qualify. So if I just have my race that I know I can run, I think I'll be able to qualify for both. And if I could get a top 5 finish in the 400 hurdles, that would be amazing. But really coming home with 2 All-American plaques would be amazing for me.
Right.
High goal to shoot for.
For sure. All right. Well, what are some of your summer plans outside of track?
Ooh. I'll be working at the bookstore, so if you need your books, you can come to the bookstore. I'll be working at B-Dubs also, so if you want medium service, that's me, not the best. But and then just working out. I want to still try to go to the track a couple days a week. But other than that, just relax, work, and work out. Try to enjoy my summer.
No classes or anything?
No, I don't take classes during the summer. I don't believe in that.
All right. Well, so that's going to be nice as you're preparing for this to not have to worry about homework and classes and stuff too, then, right?
Yeah, I think that helped at conference when I PR'd in the 400 hurdles, because I already had all my finals taken, so I was able to get good night's sleep and have to stay up doing homework the past, the 3 days before the meet. So I really think that helps, and helps you be able to get your mind right, and you can practice whenever you need to. You don't have to schedule earlier practices and be away from their team. So
what's that like for you, though, having to balance classes and athletics at the same time?
That's pretty tough. I mean, I know on Tuesdays most of the year I was at Earlham practicing by myself while everyone else would go to Richmond and practice at 3:30. So so it's tough. I mean, some nights you gotta turn in a paper, don't get much sleep, you wake up, practice gets moved 7 a.m., you got like 6 hours of sleep.
Right.
But I think it all works out. It helps you to get your schedule and to be able to, what's it called? I'm not sure when you're the mental clock. I don't know.
Yeah, just be able to balance everything.
Yeah, be able. Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else you want to talk about today?
No, I think I'm okay.
All right. Well, best of luck. Thanks for joining
Thank you
me.
very much.
All right. Well, there you have it from Seth Reynolds talking about his qualifying for the outdoor track and field meet for nationals. We'll go ahead and take a break, come back and talk more here on Inside IUE Sports.